bone-white knuckle on the dream door. The hell howl from the well of the forgotten. The spinning coin, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail. The sudden shout, the misremembered voice.
We have returned. The dark years set ablaze with sapphire. The death pony tosses its bloody mane. Shattered sleep and fantasy made flesh. The crows. The crows. We have returned.
When the demon dances, when the kraken wakes, when hill and glen swarm with doom locusts and all else is emptiness,
we have returned.
It's showtime.
Ow! Because it's showtime! Ooh, yeah! Just when it's so! Because it's showtime! Ooh, yeah! Let's get it on! 'Cause it's showtime! Ooh, yeah! Just when it's so! Because it's showtime! Wow! ocean, live again, free from sin,
And I am your master.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Well, it's Groundhog Day. Again?
Welcome, everyone, to Pete Norman Court here in the Larry Call Gymnasium on the campus of Highland Community College in Freeport, Illinois. This is your HMC broadcast, and I'm the marvelous one, Marvelous Mark Masters, along with the Sultan of Sound, Jim Yeager, and
Arthur, King of the Britons.
And we're here to bring you another amazing stream here for your Highland Cougars. Again, the best stream you're ever going to see for a junior college ball club, and if you don't believe me so, watch some of the other ones. It's pretty obvious. Nonetheless, here, your Highland Cougars come into this matchup tonight against the Southeastern Iowa Blackhawks, I believe they're called. And if you've never heard of Southeastern Iowa before, you haven't watched this broadcast too often. They are mentioned quite a bit. They are a very good ball club, very good program. The last few seasons they have been to the Promised Land, to Hutchinson, Kansas, for the Division I NJCAA National Tournament. I believe they went 1-1 last season in the tournament, but nonetheless, they play a very difficult region. There's only 3 teams in it, but is also laced with heavily good ball clubs there. They have Indian Hills, who we'll see here in 2 more weeks, and of course the Marshalltown Tigers, a team we've played twice and defeated twice in the Region 11 ball club. Southeastern Iowa comes into this ball club, or comes into this matchup 13-7 on the season as well. Highland 14-7, and they've met already once this year. That's back on December the 2nd, and the Cougars fell 60-47 in that game. In that game, for the Blackhawks, Gray, the big man, came up with 22 points and 10 boards. Lee had 12 points for them in the victory. Highland was led by D2 with 12 points, TCJ 10 points, and Il Basco Pastorachia, who is out today, he had 10 points as well. Injury bug starting to wear off a little bit for the Cougars. Again, Omar Njai, again in uniform. We'll see how much he plays tonight. A very solid player for the Cougars. He averages 11.7 boards a game. Again, Gonzalo, hopefully here by next week. Next week we'll play heavily powered Triton, who finally lost their first game of the season to Kankakee. They are 21-1 on the season. Where they're ranked, I'm not sure. Just assume they are, because they are that good every season. They are, of course, a Region 4 foe for the Cougars. Highland upset them in their home court here last year for the Region 4 championship, and if I'm correct, I believe it is, the Region 4 Region 4 tournament will be here in the Larry Call Gymnasium on Pete Norman Court here this year as well. But again, the 3-headed monster for the Cougars, the All-American Ramin Hinton, the 6'4 sophomore from Chicago Curry, averages 14 points, 8 boards a game. Then D2, the 6-foot sophomore from St. Paul, Minnesota, the wizard with the ball, 14 points, 4 boards, 5 assists. He did have a triple-double earlier this season. He can do it all as well when he handles the rock. Troy Cole Jr., TCJ, the 6'4 sophomore from Donaldsonville, Louisiana, 15 points and 6 boards a game. He'll leap through the gym if you allow him to get to the rack. He'll throw down with some power and set the crowd on fire. Hopefully we get a few dunks from him tonight. And if you're watching here on this broadcast, you may have noticed we have instant replay. It's not as instant as you might like, as far as as soon as someone dunks, we'll show the replay as they're running back down the court. We're going to keep it live as soon as we can, but as soon as we go to a timeout or the end of the end of the ball game, we'll start replaying all them replays that we've saved for the gentlemen. And boy, do they like it when they come back out of the locker room going in after a game and seeing all their highlights rolling on the stream. So we have something a little different here tonight. And it was just a joke by me here. I said to the Sultan of Sound, why don't we mic up like officials do, or not officials, NBA teams will do, MLB teams will do, even NFL teams will mic some people up. We have assistant coach for the Highland Cougars, Eric Walton, mic'd up tonight, and I will try to go to him a little bit. I'm not going to talk directly to him, But he does have a mic on tonight. He agreed to it, and everyone seems to be okay. I just want to make sure I get something good from it, and so the crowd will enjoy his input as well. Again, injuries for the Cougars. Matt Somerville started the season from Whitney Young in Chicago. He's on a red shirt, injury red shirt now this season. Jaheim Siago from Belize, also on an injury red shirt. He'll be back hopefully next year, but he's done for the season as well. And then, of course, Il Bosco Gonzalo Basterechea from Bilbao, Spain. 9 points, 4 boards a game, but he's in street close tonight. He's the only one that can return for the Cougars that are left. So we're getting close to full strength. Now is the best time to do so, in my opinion, as we're starting to hit the meat of the order here. And eventually here, the Region 4 championship, again, will be held in this gymnasium, a place the Cougars are very difficult to beat. They beat Southeastern Iowa in this gymnasium last season. Let's see if they can pull it off again tonight. They didn't face each other. A lot of similar teams these guys have faced, the Cougars have faced. They don't play Carl Sandburg anymore, but Southeastern Iowa played them, beat them. They played Malcolm X and Harry Truman. They beat them. They did lose to Moberly. The Cougars did as well. They have lost to Sauk Valley. That was earlier in the season. The Cougars beat Sauk Valley a couple weeks ago. They have also they lost to Triton. Highland hasn't played them. They'll play them a week from today here at this same time. They did beat Kankakee. The Cougars have gone 1-1 against Kankakee. But again, Kankakee defeated the heavily powered Triton Trojans to hand them their only loss of the season. So that's definitely well. Again, they lost to Moberly again in the Highland Cougar William Bear Classic Tournament. So they didn't face Highland in the championship. The Cougars faced Moberly, lost to them by 2 in double overtime. The only home loss. And then they did lose to Indian Hills, a team the Cougars will play in 2 weeks from today. And then they're facing up against Highland here tonight. But like I said, the Blackhawks face Indian Hills twice a year, as well as the Cougars, who will face Indian Hills. They took it to Indian Hills, came up a little short the first time. The Cougars led Southeastern Iowa in that December 2nd matchup at the half. They led them by, I believe, 6 or 7, had a terrible second half, which allowed the Blackhawks to get back into the ball game and overtake the Cougars. So hopefully, if we can get ahead of them tonight, we keep the pedal on the gas and take it to them. All righty, enough of this. Craig, let's go.
Buckle up, weirdos. This one's going to be a good one.
It's time for the starting lineup for your Highland Cougars. At one guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Chicago Curry. Number 1, the All-American, Ramin Hinton. At another guard, a 6' sophomore from St. Paul, Minnesota. Number 4, D2, Demetrius Johnson. At 1 forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Romeoville. Number 5, T.Y. Tyler Johnson. At the other forward, a 6'4" sophomore from Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Number 11, TCJ Troy Cole Jr. And at center, a 6'8" sophomore from Toronto, Canada. Number 23, Air Canada, Cyrus Noel. The Cougars are coached in his 4th season by Mr. Luke Norman.
Regulators, mount up. We're coming.
And we're set to roll here. The Cougars will be moving right to left on your TV screens. They'll come out in their home white jerseys with orange letters and numbers trimmed in blue. The Blackhawks will come out in their road black jerseys with red letters and numbers trimmed in white. Cougars at 14-7, Blackhawks at 13-7. A heavyweight battle here tonight. I want the Cougars to be aggressive and go at them early and often. Keep the pedal to the metal, keep the offense rolling. Men to keep an eye on for Southeastern Iowa, 33 Gay, 14-7. Carroll, number 11, 10-5. Blyden, 9-7, he's number 1.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
And don't forget Franklin, number 5, 12-4.
We are the people that can find whatever you may need. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease in the jungle.
Here's Air Canada going to start with Ibrahim to jump here. 20-minute halves. 6'8" versus 6'9", and we are off and running. Tip will go to the Blackhawks. Number 10, that's Lee. Kicks it over to Carroll. Back up top, that's Gay. Now over to Lee. Up top, Franklin. Now to Gay. Gay will step back all the way over now. Carroll. Tough play. Three-point shot on the way. That's short. Good board there by Hinton. Again, he averages 8 a game. He's always around the rim for the hoop. Cougars with the ball. That's D2. No one I want to have the ball in crunch time better than him. He's a wizard with the dribble. Looking for a backdoor cut. No. Up top, Ramin Hinton. He can score in bunches. Troy Cole Jr. for 3. That's off. The rebound is by Lee. Just a minute into the ball game, still no score. Both teams with one possession. Hand off now to Franklin. Gay, I don't know if he can shoot the 3 ball, but he's got it out top. Ball reversal now for the Blackhawks, looking for a screen. Franklin for a long 3, around and out. Cyrus Noel with the board, and here comes TCJ. He gets it off. Ramin Hinton goes to the rack, and they're going to call the foul. Foul's going to be on Carroll, his first. Now D2 is going to take the ball out. He'll go all the way up top to Cyrus. TY, he might have an advantage there against Gay with maybe some speed. Now a switch up. Up top, Hinton. He's going to go to the rack again. Up off the glass and got it! Ramin Hinton with the board. With the bucket. And the Cougars are on the board. 18:20 left to go in the half. Still very early. 2 heavyweights here against Southeastern Iowa. Out of the Region 11. They went to the national tournament last season. Inside play to Gay. The big man turns and scores. Again, he averages 14 and 7. Let's see how the Cougars match up with him tonight. He's going to be a force. Do we have a foul? It's in that blind spot behind the shot clock. It appears we do. Gay picks up the foul. That's a big foul. As Gay's one of the main scorers for the Blackhawks. D2 at the top of the key will get it off to Air Canada, Cyrus Noel. Cyrus can move off the dribble if he needs to. Hinton over to D2. D2 going to try and go to the rack. He'll dump it off over to Hinton, wide open for 3. Got it! Ramin Hinton. And the Cougars on the board here with a 3-point lead. 5-2 Highland, 17-30. Left to go first half. Ibrahim will hand off now. Inside, big push off by Gay, and they're going to call him for it, and that's 2 on Gay already. An obvious call and an easy call for the official as he pushed Air Canada out of the way. He's got 2 fouls, and he's on the bench here. 17:24 left to go in the half. We'll see how long the coach sits him down. Let's see if the Cougars can take advantage of a big hole now inside. D2 off to the left, looking for the screen. Gets it in the corner. TCJ, he can elevate over anybody. Back up, D2, I believe, on the left side. All the way over, Ramin Hinton. Ramin will let fly another 3. This one's short. Ramin almost could have gotten called for the cheapo. Lane's open for Carroll. He goes strong. Big block by Air Canada. Cyrus Noel with it. Gets it to TCJ for 3. Around and out, but the offensive board by Ramin Hinton to TY. He got killed, and he'll go to the line. Highland Cougar aggressiveness looking good all out of the gate here. Foul called on Ibrahim, number 34, his first. TY Tyler Johnson to the line. 67% on the season is TY. His first one is up and in. (6-2), 4-point lead for the Cougars. One more free throw. TY set, shoots, and scores. Now 5-point lead is Lee. We don't know what the issue is.
I can't see him. Use your open eye, Frank.
16:34 left to go in the half. 7-2 lead for the Cougars here very early in this heavyweight slugfest. Carroll pick up the ball on the left side. Gives it out to Franklin. Ikono now in. Tough shot. Blocked. No good. Cougars can't come up with it. Offensive board for Ibrahim. 3 ball on the way. And Carroll will hit it. Cuts the lead down to 2. 7-5 Highland here early. Officials letting them play. That's what they do in this gymnasium. TY looking for a screen. Hands off to Hinton. Ramin over TCJ. He can take it to the hole, and he's going to go. Up with the left hand, no good. There's Ramin Hinton for the board, and he swatted away. TCJ gets it. Free ball. TY got it. Tyler Johnson, a big 3. Timeout taken by the Blackhawks. 15:39 left to go. First half, your Cougars back out to the biggest lead of the night. They lead 10-5. Stick with us, everyone. This is your HMC broadcast. The Salt and the Sound ready for the 50-50 drawing. I have no idea when it is, probably at the half, but 15:39 left to go in this first half. The Cougars with a 10-5 lead here against the Southeastern Iowa Ball Club. This is their first of 3 heavyweight matchups, 3 Saturdays in a row. Next week is Triton. 2 weeks from now is Indian Hills, a team Southeastern Iowa has in their region. A very good ball club. Shot missed. Ramin Hinton pulls down his 4th rebound. Again, Ramin averages 8 a game. He's already got 4. TCJ could take him off the dribble if he wants. Cougars are going to reset up. Up top, D2. Shot clock, still plenty of time at 15 seconds. D2 up top, Cyrus all the way over. Ramin for 3. Got it! Mean Ramin Hinton, the All-American, with 8 points here early. And an 8-point lead for the Cougars. 13-5, 14:48 left in the first half. Franklin will hand off Ibrahim. Now on the left side is Carroll. He'll give it up. That's Inoko. Franklin for 3 to answer. No good. Cougars all around, and Troy Cole Jr. will hold down the board this time. And he'll bring it up himself off to the left. TY Tyler Johnson looking inside. Cyrus going to bang down low. Nice spin move. And he lost the handle out of bounds. Cyrus was getting double team from the top. He had the spin move and the layup, but he lost the handle on the way out of bounds. 14:26 left, 13-5 Highland. Again, the Cougars very difficult to beat at home. They've lost 1 game all season, and that was the double overtime loss to Moberly. And that was by 2 points. Cougars did not shoot free throws well down the stretch, and that could have been their Achilles heel. Jump shot no good. TY pulls down the board. And he'll give it up to Ramin Hinton. The Cougars will come across the timeline here. It appears it's still man-to-man. Oh, Cyrus wanted the lob over the top. D2's going to take it. Tough shot up off the glass. No call. Cougars got to realize that. They're not going to get too many calls as they don't call much in this gymnasium. Ikono with a jumper, and he got it. 13-7. Cougars' lead is trimmed to 6. They've led wire to wire. TCJ down low will kick it out. Tyler, now Cougars getting sloppy on some of their passes, unfortunately. Tyler had to save it out of bounds. And I believe it went out of bounds here. Coming in for the Cougars, number 21, Omar Njai. As Air Canada, Cyrus Noel will have a seat. And Cyrus averages 5 and 6, and Njai 11 and 7. And Njai had a huge tournament. I believe he was a member of the all-tournament team in the Highland Cougar William Bear Classic tournament, where I believe Southeastern Iowa won the consolation, good enough for 5th. Their only loss was to Moberly in that tournament, and that was the Cougars' only loss. Tough shot by, I believe it was Lee. Missed it, and we'll save it out to Yunoko. Franklin will get it down low. That's Lewis. He's just checked in, working on TCJ. Inside, tried to block, no good, but Franklin with the bucket. 4-point lead for the Cougars, just under 13 minutes left to go in the half. This is your HMC broadcast. I'm the Marvelous One, Mark Masters, along with King Arthur and the Salt and the Sound, Jim Yeager. Pass inside, 3-ball, TCJ, got it! Troy Cole Jr. with a big 3. Timeout taken by Highland. 12:39 left to go in the half. Your Cougars still with the lead. It's out to 7, 16-9. Want to watch the end of this ball game? The only place you can watch this stream is right here on HMC. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back. 12:39 left to go. We're going to check in with Coach Walton here. $12:39 left to go. $16-9 Highland. Franklin got away with a few steps there, I think. Ibrahim, tough shot, threw up a prayer, not answered, but there's Inoko for the offensive board. He's been in the lane for 10 seconds, but no call. Franklin launches the 3, around and out. TY with a big board. Rebound's going to be huge for the Cougars tonight. They got to find a way to keep them off the offensive glass. No more second chances for this ball club. When you face good teams, you can't afford to give them too many good looks. Offense, and they're going to call a hold, I believe, on TCJ. $11:56 left to go. Inside now, nice style to steal by Njai, and here come the Cougars, 16-9 lead. Up top, D2 now over TCJ. D2 now again. Troy looking inside for Ramin. He can go. Nice pass inside, Njai, no call as he lost the handle. Some of these officials, I won't say all of them, were the officials in the championship game of the William Bear Classic tournament, which got away from the Cougars. Cougars had a 15-point lead against Moberly. And I'm just going to say the officials didn't help. Inoko for a long 2 and an offensive board. Lewis will kick it back out. Inoko for another jumper. This time no good. TY with the board. 11 minutes to go in the half. 7-point lead for the Cougars. Mo Buckets set to check in for Highland at the next dead ball. Oh, Troy Cole wanted it. Now he got it. He'll raise up and score. Troy Cole Jr. with the shot off the glass, the kiss off the glass, and a 9-point lead for Highland, their largest of the night. Inside, a big-time slam, not good. Ibrahim couldn't throw it down. Troy Cole will try to answer, but there for the offensive board is Njai. He got fouled, and he'll go to the line. Ibrahim tried to throw down some thunder, could not do it. D2 took the ball the other way. The shot was missed, but there for the offensive board was Omar Njai, and he got fouled going back up. The Cougars have a chance to take a huge double-digit lead here with only one free throw needed, but Njai will get 2. Omar's first one, around and out. Omar shoots 67%. Ramin Hinton will have a seat. And Aboud will check in for him. Mo Buckets. Mo Buckets deadly from three-point range. Don't leave him open. He's hit several games where he's hit 4 or 5. Njai, second free throw up and in. .28 left to go. 10-point lead for the Cougars. 19-9 here. Carroll looking to make a move there, take the shot himself. No, now he's looking inside, up top, Ibrahim. Ibrahim gonna go himself to the rack. Layup, up and in. Again, with 17.5 to go in the half. Gay, the big man for Southeastern Iowa, went down with 2 fouls. He's been sitting on the bench ever since for almost 10 minutes, a good 8 minutes. Cougars taking advantage of it. Troy Cole, no call on that. Here comes Cole. Nice job, T.Y. T.Y. getting in the passing lane, knocking it out of bounds.
Okay.
Coach Walton trying to get an explanation there. I didn't catch what the official said, but nonetheless, not sure what on earth they saw, but they didn't see the hand on the arm. 9:37 left to go, first half. 19-11 Highland. Lee will kick out. Lee going to try and get inside for Ibrahim. Almost a steal. Carroll all the way to the rack. No good. No way! That wasn't even close. They're going to call offensive goaltending. I don't know what they're looking at. They missed the Troy Cole murder down on the other end. 19-13, though. And that, yes, was one of the officials that was butchering the calls down the stretch in the Moberly game. I couldn't wait to see him today. Up top, D2, now over TY on the left side. Mo Buckets inside, Omar Njai. Let's see if he faces up. He does. He's going to bang down low. Nice pump fake. Up and got it. Omar Njai for the bucket, and the lead back up to 8 for the Cougars. Lee will give it up now to Carroll. Carroll going to go with the left hand all the way to the glass. And they're going to call the bucket and the foul. Foul's going to be on TCJ. His first. In for the Cougars is Ramin Hinton and Air Canada Cyrus Noel. Njai and Troy Cole Jr. have a seat.
Going up to shoot. Okay.
And one free throw, no good. Air Canada pulls down the board. 8:40 left to go. 21-15 Highland. This is the first half. D2 looking inside, can't find anybody. TY will pull up for the long two, got it! Tyler Johnson with 7 points here to start off the game. 23-15 Highland. Jumper, no good. Rebounded by Ikono. Turnaround jumper for him, around and out. Tyler Johnson with rebound number 4. Tyler averages 7 points a game. He's already got it with 8 minutes to go in the half. 23-15 Highland, first half against Southeastern Iowa. The first of 3 heavyweight matchups in 3 Saturdays in a row. D2 steps back for 3. Got it! D2 for 3. And the largest lead of the night for the Cougars. It's 11 points. They've led wire to wire. Now up top, 22. That's, oh God, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'll just call him the Big O. That's flopping, if anything. A great acting job by number 25, Schmig. Mona Maboud will pick up the foul, his first. That is an Emmy in the LeBron flop sweepstakes. 7:30 left to go, 11-point lead for the Cougars. And he hits the back iron, no good. Cougars got in Ramin Hinton, Tyler Johnson, D2, Cyrus Noel, and Mona Maboud. One more free throw coming, and that one's up and in. Franklin will check back in for Southeastern Iowa. 10-point lead for the Cougars. 7:30 left to go in the first half. D2 will bring the ball up for Highland. Looking for a screen, gets one. Gonna go all the way to the rack. Try to reverse it, no call, and a block. The ball will stay with the Cougars. 26-16 Highland. Officials letting them play quite a bit, which is fine if they do that in the second half. Cyrus looking for a 3, no, will hand off TY. All the way over, D2. Tough job and a tough shot, but no call. 2 guys with it, that's a travel, and he calls it, that better be a travel. Is that what we called? Because that's what it was. Holy cats.
Everybody clap your hands.
You don't see it too often, and no one ever calls it, but 2 men from the same team with the ball for the travel, unless they called a foul. I doubt they did. Highland with the ball up top to Cyrus. Over to D2 in the corner. Monum can't hit the 3 there. Was guarded wisely by Blackhoff. Shot clock down to 10. D2 looks like he's going to set up. Over to Ramin, down low. Goes up strong, and no call, and that'll be a shot clock violation. No rim means the violation. Tough play for Ramin. Down low, but again, they're not going to get much calls down there, so you might as well just make it. Not that we're trying to just draw fouls and throw it up expecting the foul, but we can't do that. These officials do not call much. 8 fouls combined between both ball clubs here in the first 13 and a half minutes. 26-16 Highland. Just under 7 minutes to go in the half. Highland's led wire to wire. Their largest lead was 11. They lead right now by 10. Lee goes in for the layup and scores. His first bucket. Lee doesn't average a lot, but he probably takes care of the ball quite a bit. D2 in with the trees, will kick it out, and unfortunately, no one there, and they're going to call over and back. Econo will take the ball out for the Blackhawks here. 6:18 left, first half. A double technical called. They're going to call it on Lee, and they're going to call it on... That's Lee's second, they said, which is D2's first. Possession arrows pointing to the Blackhawks, so they should get it. Up top, that's now Carroll. Lee's been substituted for by the Blackhawks. Nice job, D2, swatting that one away. He's going to take the lob from Monum all the way up, and they better call one on that. D2 going all the way to the rack. The opposing coach out on the court here. He's getting gutsy, but he's very animated as well. That foul on Inoko, his first, or Ikono, excuse me. Two shots for D2. One of the better free throw shooters for the Cougars. D2, 3 points on the evening on a three-pointer. His first one looks around and out to the right side. It is. 6:04 to go in the first half. 26-18 Highland. D2 set to shoot. Leave him alone. Straighten up the game on your own. Second free throw by D2, no good. Fortunately, missed them both. Carroll will bring the ball up for the Blackhawks. Just under 6 minutes to go. 26-18 Highland. Lee gets it over to Franklin. In the corner now, Ikono up top. Looks like Franklin going to try to spin with the left hand. They're going to call it travel, so no basket. 5:42 left. We are all up here in the Jim Yeager balcony, universally known Jim Yeager balcony. King Arthur and the Sultan of Sound, Jim Yeager, doing the work on the cameras. If you like what you see, don't be afraid to drop them a line. Let them know. D2 to the rack. Another block. But Cyrus will come up with the offensive board. Three ball D2. No good. That'd have been huge for the Cougars, but no good. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the half. Johnson's just checked in, now inside Ibrahim. Spin move, fade away, got it. Nice shot by Ibrahim. Cuts the Highland lead down to 6. Mo buckets over to TY. Up top, now we're going. Ramin to the rack. He'll kick it out, wide open. Monum for 3, no good. Mo buckets couldn't knock it down. Cougars getting a little cold from outside. They got to try to find something inside here and get a good bucket. They can't keep relying on the three-pointer. It goes in bunches here. They can get hot, as I'm sure Southeastern Iowa can as well. Ikono will hand off Franklin. Franklin steps back for a long two, bricked it. D2 will pull down the board. D2 will get it too far ahead of Cyrus. And Jai will check in, and I believe that's what Coach Norman might be looking to, as Aboud will have a seat, and Jai and Cyrus know well. Look for the Cougars to go inside to one of those two big men and try and get a bucket inside. They are both very strong and can muscle their way around in the post. 4:20 to go in this first half, 26-20 Highland. Highland led by as many as 10, a 4-0 run here for the Blackhawks. Three ball on the way and got it. That was Lee. Timeout taken by Highland. 4:03 left to go in the half. The lead shrunk to 3, but the Cougars still with the 26-23 lead. Stick with us, everyone. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back, everyone. 4:03 left to go in this first half. Your Highland Cougars have led wire to wire here. Again, a heavyweight matchup. The Blackhawks aren't going to go away. The Cougars led by 11 early. They lead by 3 at the moment. Back in for the Cougars, Troy Cole Jr. All right, we got too many people. Okay, D2 has had a seat. I was going to say, we got too many people on the floor here. We got the big man, Cyrus Noel and Omar Njai, Ramin Hinton, T.Y., Tyler Johnson, and Troy Cole Jr. for the Cougars. 4 minutes to go in the half. Highland needs a bucket here. Let's see if they go inside to Cyrus or Njai. Cyrus is open, and they get it to him. Cyrus can bang. Nice move off, and then another block. Ibrahim making his presence known, and a steal. We've seen that at the other end, too, but a foul called. I believe it will be on T.Y. First foul for Tyler Johnson. 3:40 left to go in the half. Let's see what Coach has to say now.
Because the reason why, they're sitting there and denying the backward pass. We have to interchange. Every time we pass to the wing, we interchange immediately, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Interchange immediately. We'll be fine. You understand that? Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
First free throw up and in for Lee. Cuts the lead down to 2. Second free throw looks around and out. Omar Njai, the big board, his second. He'll get it out to TCJ here. We're about 3:33 away to go to the half. Troy Cole going to take it himself. Over to Ramin Hinton. He'll pull back for 3. That's off to the left. Offensive board. And a big throwdown! Hot dog! Big time slam, Cyrus Noel. And brings the Cougar crowd alive here. Lead back to 4. A good job on the offensive board by Cyrus. He got the ball out to Ramin. Ramin drove. Got the ball back to Cyrus for the big two-handed hammer. 3 ball along the way for Carroll, around and out. Omar Njai, another big board. He's going to be huge inside. Let's see if the Cougars can keep with him and go back inside. Again, we got an inside bucket from one of the big men. Let's see if we go back in there. Omar looking for it. Pass out, TCJ, 3, no good. Cyrus goes down, but he's all right. And an easy layup by Carroll on the other way. Wisely avoiding the charge. Troy Cole was trying to pick up. 2:25 to go in the half. 2-point lead for Highland, 28-26. TCJ just across midcourt. Picks up his dribble. Goes out to Ramin. Ramin, All-American, looking. Wow. Njai is open. No one can seem to get it to him, though. Omar has it now. 5 on the shot clock. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, before that. Carroll picks up the foul, his second. D2 will check in. T.Y. Tyler Johnson has a seat.
Backdoor cut. Either backdoor cut or interchange. One of them in 32.
More insight by assistant coach Eric Walton. Njai's free throw up and in. T.Y. set to check in here. 2:02 left to go in this half. Troy Cole Jr. has a seat. Three-point lead for the Cougars with Njai's one more free throw coming. He'll set, shoot, and that one's off the back iron. But nonetheless, the Cougars with a 3-point lead, just under 2 minutes to go here in the half. They've led wire to wire against the high-powered Southeastern Iowa Ball Club. We'll go one at a time here, but I think the Cougars got a good things brewing if they can knock off these 3 ranked teams in this 3 Saturday showdown here. Nice job by No! A great steal by Ramin Hinton, and he's going to get jobbed and called for it. He's warming up in the first half. Again, he was one of the two. I won't tell you which was the other one, but he's in attendance here. That kind of job the Cougars down the stretch against Moberly. They're working on it in the first half. 3-point lead for the Cougars. Ikono will hand off. In the corner now to Johnson. He's looking inside Ikono. Ibrahim's there. Long jumper for Franklin, and he knocked it down. 1-point lead for the Cougars, 1:25 to go in the half. Ramin all the way to the rack, no good. Cyrus with the offensive board will kick it out. D2 for three, got it! D2 with a huge three at a good time. Puts the Cougars up by 4 with just over a minute to go. Up top, that's Lee. All the way to the rack, and he scores the easy layup. 2-point lead for the Cougars. 47 seconds left to go in the half. Southeastern Iowa will get one more shot at it. D2 will get it to Tyler. TY facing up. Has the fadeaway jumper. No good. There's Ramin, but he lost the handle. No call on the knockaway. Coming down Ibrahim. And wow!
Everybody clap your hands.
They call him for the travel. 23 seconds left to go. Shot clock is off. The Cougars will have the ball. A 2-point lead. And a chance to add to it right here to end the half. TY to D2. Let's see what the Cougars can come up with here. 17 seconds left to go as D2 crosses the timeline. Air Canada on the right side. No one near him. D2's got it down to 9 to 8. He's going to kick it out. Ramin. Ramin goes tough shot up and in. Beautiful shot. Ramin Hinton. And at the buzzer, your Highland Cougars have a 4-point lead. They lead at the break 34 to 30. This is your HMC broadcast. Stick with us, everyone. Leading the way for the Cougars, 10 points for Ramin Hinton at the end of the first half, 6 points for D2, 7 points for Tyler Johnson, 5 points TCJ, 4 points Omar Njai, and 2 points for Cyrus Noel. Good for 34, and that's enough to take the lead here against the high-powered Southeastern Iowa Ball Club. We're 15 minutes away from the second half, so stick with us, everyone. We'll be back. Welcome back, everyone. The Marvelous One, Marvelous Mark Masters here, along with King Arthur and the Sultan of Sound, Jim Yeager here. Highland Cougar basketball, one of the three big heavyweight matchups here. The Cougars will face, obviously, Southeastern Iowa here. Then a week from tonight, they will face the Triton Trojans. They lost their first game a few weeks ago. They're down to 21-1 only. That will be a huge matchup next Saturday. And then 2 Saturdays from today, a team that Southeastern Iowa knows very well, the Indian Hills Ball Club. Cougars went to their place and only lost to them by 8. I think they were leading against them as well. Had a bad second half on the road and fell by, I believe, 8. But in my opinion, Coach Luke Norman's biggest win of his coaching career in 4 years was when they went on the road a couple of years ago and beat Indian Hills at their place. Cougars more known for defending home court than going on the road against tough teams, but as of late, at least in the last 6, 7 years, ever since I've been doing this, and it's been 11 years. So we'll see. Again, the Cougars very good at home. They've lost one game at home here all season, and that was against Moberly in double overtime, I believe by 4 points-ish, 2 or 4 points. Very, very close ball game. Again, Cougars led by 15 early and had some issues with officiating, and they couldn't buy a free throw towards the end of the ball game either. But we'll see how it goes here. Again, leading Southeastern Iowa. They're 13-7. They're not invincible. And Coach Luke Norman said on the last last game, and when we interviewed him after the post game, he said they need a statement win. No better way to start than right here against Southeastern Iowa. And it's my opinion, only my opinion alone, that if the Cougars can win all 3 of these statement games, if they beat Southeastern Iowa, which I believe they can. If they beat Triton, which is going to be tough, but they could be vulnerable now, that's possible. And beat Indian Hills these next 3 Saturdays. I think that's about as good of a resume as anybody for an at-large bid if they don't come home with the automatic bid to Hutchinson. You're playing more Division I teams now. That's why the Cougars left the Arrowhead Conference. It was loaded with Division II teams in Carl Sandburg, Kishwaukee. Sauk Valley left as well, most likely for the same reason. But we do still play Sauk Valley. We beat them in Sauk Valley a couple weeks ago. And that team defeated Southeastern Iowa. Now, that one was early as well. So Southeastern Iowa probably better than that. I believe they played no, they did not. I was confused there. Either way, thought they met up in the Region 4. They did a year ago when Sauk Valley upset Moberly in the first round of the William Bear Classic, the Christmas tournament for the Cougars. But we're set to go here in the second half. Southeastern Iowa will have the ball. The Cougars will be now moving left to right on your TV screens. They lead by 4. They've led all the way, led by as many as 11 here in the first half. And they've went 17-plus minutes without Gay, the Blackhawks did. He's back in now with 2 fouls. And luckily for the Blackhawks, they're only trailing by 4. Could have been a lot worse. Again, it was 11 at one point in the first half. Lee up top to Franklin. Franklin trying to get it inside for Ibrahim for the easy bucket. D2 will bring the ball up and hand off, maybe. Yes, he does. Give it to T.Y. Starters back in for the Cougars. D2 now with the ball. T.Y., Air Canada, Ramin Hinton, and Troy Cole Jr. Nice backdoor cut. TCJ tried to throw it down and nothing called. He can jump out of the gymnasium. He's done it several times already. Lee on the other end bricks it, but Ibrahim with the board and the bucket, and we have a tie ball game. Not since it was 0-0 has this game been tied up, but with 19 minutes to go in the ball game, we're tied at 34. Troy Cole, nice backdoor cut. Ramin Hinton up off the glass and in. Ramin Hinton, the All-American. And he's got him in, stepping over the line. Gay was going to go to Lee. D2 stepped in front of him. Gay obviously stepped over the line and got ahead of himself. The Cougars get the turnover here, leading by 2, 18:51 to go in the ball game. 12 points here for Ramin Hinton, the All-American from Chicago Curry. Back to Cyrus, he'll go up strong! Cyrus throws down some thunder right in the face of Gay. And the Cougars back up by 4. Cougars communication well out there. Calling out screens, they need to do that. Trying to go over the top. Are they going to call it on Gay? They're going to call it on Johnson. He's climbing over his back trying to get it. And they're going to call it again on Tyler Johnson. That's Tyler's second. 18:29 to go in the ball game. 38-34 Highland. Both teams exchanging 4-0 runs. Ibrahim. Now Carroll going to try and drive to the left. He'll step back, pull up jumper, and he got it. 9 points for Carroll. 2-point lead for the Cougars with the ball. Troy Cole will step back for 3. No good, but there's Ramin Hinton for another offensive board. Tough shot. Hey, couldn't convert. 5th rebound for Ramin Hinton. Ibrahim picks up the foul, his second. Ramin Hinton going to the foul line. Guess they don't care if there's some press, or whatever you want to call it, moisten this on the floor. Ramin, first free throw off the left side. Are we going to clean it up or not? We're just going to look at it. I guess no one cares. We know that guy don't care. Ramin Hinton, one more free throw coming. I guess it's going to take somebody to slip on it. Blow out an ACL or something. Ramin Hinton up and in. 13 points for Ramin Hinton. 3-point lead for the Cougars. 18 minutes left to go in the ball game. Lee will bring the ball up. Doesn't use a screen. Had a pretty good one. Carroll all the way to the rack. Nice job there by Cyrus Noel. His rebounds are going to be huge, and he's got one already. Excuse me, he's got 6 of them. Troy Cole didn't get a good look on it. Now left wide open is D2 for 3. Looks long. No, got it! D2, his third 3 of the night. And the Cougars push to a 6-point lead. 17:28 to go. 42-36 Highland. Lee's going to hand off to Carroll. Cougars may be in a zone. I doubt it. No, they're still in man-to-man. Inside to Gay. And he'll kick it off. Carroll with an easy jumper. Carroll averages 10 a game. He's got that and then some. Good evening for that ball player for the Blackhawks. Up top, Ramin Hinton. He sees the opening. He goes up strong. Tough shot, no good. Offensive board. 7th rebound by Air Canada. Troy Cole with the layup and in. TCJ for the bucket. 7 points now for him. And a 6-point lead again for the Cougars. 44-38. Ikono will hand off to Lee. Now inside to Gay. Ikono going to go inside. Tyler Johnson going to get called for the foul. That'll be his third. .16:31 to go in the ball game. 44-38 Highland. Ikono will go to the line, shoot 79% for the Blackhawks. First free throw up and in. One more free throw for Ikono. Second free throw looks off, but it rounds in. Thought it was going to bounce to the left side off the rim. It hung in and hugged it on in. 4-point lead for Highland, 44-40. 16:25 to go in the ball game. TY will get it to Ramin. Ramin can face up and drive. He's going to try and bang down low. Turnaround jumper, no good. I thought he had it in, didn't fall. Still a 4-point lead for Highland. Lee's going to go over Franklin. Up top, Ikono looking inside for Gay. Cyrus Noel, great job on defense here. And a turnaround, no good. Ramin Hinton pulls down rebound number 6. Up to D2. Over TY. He'll take the 3. No good. Cougars maybe need to take a break, fire one inside. Let's see Cyrus go to work. Inside now to Gay. He scores a lot for him. He'll kick it out. Carroll looking for it. He's going to step back. Shot clock down to 12. See if they go back inside to Gay. He's there. Shot clock down underneath. Nice job, Tyler Johnson. We'll get it to D2. D2 will hand off. No! You missed that one. They're going to call the charge on Cyrus Noel. Only Cyrus is first, but not the first missed call tonight. 15-17 to go in the ball game. Cougars still up by 4. Everybody makes mistakes, and they're just making a few more than usual. And finally, we get the makeup call. If you're going to call it on somebody good. Only Okono second. Gay will come back in, wisely substituted for. He's got 2 early fouls. Hasn't picked one up since, although I don't think a third one's going to affect him too much. Cyrus will hand off TCJ. Ball movement by the Cougars. Everybody resets back up after the switching. Troy Cole going to go all the way to the rack. He got it rejected. How come that's never a foul? This guy's blocking everything in sight. You can't tell me that. D2. We'll give it to Cyrus. Cyrus will hand it off to D2. They had him cutting, but he's open. TCJ for 3. Got it! Troy Cole Jr., 10 points now for him. And the Cougars extend to a 7-point lead. 47-40, 14-25 left to go in the ball game. Franklin trying to get it inside. Nice job steal by T.Y. He's going to push it up. TCJ! Count that basket! A terrible blown call again! 3 ball at the other end, and Franklin nails it. Blown call again! 14:02 left to go in the ball game. Cougars screwed out of another one. 47-43. They still have the lead, though.
Highland gets offensive goaltending too.
Okay.
Now, I mean, somebody had a good angle on that. If not, then we're going to go with no.
I look like they hit backboard, though, before. Okay. Okay.
Where I was
I can see it the spot.
Coach Walton getting the explanation by the official who didn't see it, which doesn't shock me. But 14:02 left to go. Cougars up by 4. Huge turn of events. It should have been a 2-pointer for the Cougars. It turned out to be a 3-pointer the other direction for the Blackhawks. Full court pressure now for Southeastern Iowa. Ramin Hinton will get it. Are we going to call a foul? Ever? And the lob, there's T.Y. Call that! And 1! T.Y. Tyler Johnson and 1. And he's going to the line. Bucket, foul, and free throw. 13:49 left to go. Cougar lead back up to 6. T.Y. has a chance to answer with the and 1 free throw. T.Y. solid in the game so far. Third free throw, up and in. Ten points for T.Y. Going to take a complete Cougar effort tonight, scoring-wise, and so far we have. Omar Njai is in for Air Canada. Looking inside now, Ibrahim will hand off to Gay. Kick the ball out. Shot clock under 10. Franklin, too many steps, and they called it. Holy goal.
Everybody clap your hands.
Air Canada will check in for T.Y. Tyler Johnson sits down 10 points. Keep in mind, though, Tyler does have 3 fouls. TCJ going to bring it up now for Highland. They lead by 7 with the ball. 13:21 to go in the ball game. Pull-up jumper, got it! Troy Cole Jr., 12 points now for him. And a 9-point lead for the Cougars. Their biggest lead was 11 in the first half. They got it back up to 9. 13 minutes to go in the ball game. High-powered Southeastern Iowa here. Cougars can knock them down. Travel! They're going to call the foul on D2, who was all over him, but again, take a few steps there. Second foul on D2. I believe they called a foul on Gay down the stretch there. That is his third. Only because we don't have a 33 on our team. Lee will take the ball out for the Blackhawks. Oh, TCJ almost with the steal there on Carroll. He'll give it up to Franklin. Franklin over to Lee, now down low to Gay. Back up top, Franklin can dagger one if you let him shoot it. Nice pass inside, but too hard, and Ibrahim couldn't hold on to it. 9-point lead for the Cougars, who have the ball, and it's 12:37 left to go in the ball game. Some full court pressure, but it's just a little token man pressure. TCJ will bring it up. Troy Cole's got the baseline if he wants it. And another terrible call. They're calling TCJ. That's a LeBron flop if I've seen one. They say Troy Cole's got 3 now. I must have missed one. 52-43 Highland, 12:24 to go in the ball game. Gay, tough shot inside, no call. Rebound by Hinton, he's got 7 boards. He'll take it all the way in. Tough play, off the glass! There we go! Ramin Hinton with the bucket. Off the second goaltending, they got this one though, so.
Everybody clap your hands.
Back to an 11-point lead for the Cougars. 12:05 to go in the ball game. Sit down, coach, he missed the last one, he got this one. Franklin, long 3. I believe that was Franklin. Yes. 3-pointer cuts the lead to 8. Highland still led coast to coast. Wide open, Troy Cole Jr. to answer. Got it! Troy Cole Jr., 15 points for the Big Cat. His mom's in the house and we're happy to have him, or have her here. And hot dog, he's playing well tonight. 11-point lead for the Cougars. Timeout taken by Blackhawk. 11:42 to go. Stick with us here. Check out the replay. It'll be on in a sec.
This guy sucks.
Boo! You stink!
Welcome back, everyone. 11:42 left to go in the ball game. The Cougars out to their biggest lead again. 11 points, 57-46. Troy Cole Jr. with a big 3-pointer. Again, his mom in attendance here. Very happy to see her from Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Okay, I believe it sounded like Franklin went out of bounds. and then got the ball before he came back inbounds. I'm not quite sure if that's kind of like in football where you go out of bounds and you're the first one to touch it when you come back. Not quite like that, but something of that nature. Either way, the Cougars get the turnover, have a chance to get their biggest lead of the ball game. 11:30 to go in the ball game. They lead by 11. D2 gathers a crowd. Cyrus. There's a flop. You can call a technical on that. 3-ball. Got it! D2 for his 4th three-pointer of the ball game and a 14-point lead for the Cougars. 11 minutes to go. D2 is heating up. Franklin over in the corner now to Carroll. Gay looking inside. The inside presence not much of a factor here. 8th rebound for Ramin Hinton. D2 with the ball. Picks it up to Ramin. Ramin can take it to the hole if he needs to, and it looks like he might. No, he'll step back for a long 2. No good. I'm surprised they didn't get the ticky-tack foul. That's how the officials usually work. They call nothing in the first, and then anything happens. Nice reach-around steal by D2. Omar Njai will pick it up. The Cougars, I thought were going to push it, looking for the break. Nothing. Coach wants them to hold up and reset it up. 10 minutes to go in the ballgame. 14-point lead for the Cougars and a foul. That's beyond Carroll, if my calculations are correct. It's his 3rd. Nobody in too serious foul trouble. The Cougars have 2 with 3, Troy Cole Jr. and Tyler Johnson. Gay and Carroll with 3 for the Blackhawks. Still 10 minutes to go. A lot of time left. Cyrus will launch the 3. Oh, and a huge push-off. That's number 4. Gay picks up foul number 4 on the huge push-off. And that's huge. Again, 14-7 for Gay on the season. He's got 4 fouls, and he's going to have to sit. The question is how long for the Blackhawks? Cougars with a 14-point lead here at 9:49 left to go in the ballgame. D2 has the safety valve in Cyrus. Now TCJ's got the lane if he wants it. He'll step back, pull up, jumper, got it! Troy Cole Jr. now 17 points for him. He's having himself a game. 9:30 left to go in the ballgame. The Cougars with their largest lead of the game at 16 points. A push-off, but no call. Big rebound by Cyrus. 8th rebound for Noel. Tough play, no call on the inside. Econo with the jumper. He got it. Timeout taken by Southeastern Iowa. 9:07 to go in the ball game. The Cougars still with a big lead here. They lead 62-48. Stick with us, everyone. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back. 9:07 left to go in the ballgame. Cougars led by their largest margin not long ago, 16 points. It's down to 14. But I believe Highland will have the possession here. Again, Southeastern Iowa lost to Sauk Valley, someone Highland has beaten. But the revenge tour is going along. The Cougars have defeated 2 teams that should never have beaten them. Southeastern Iowa is definitely a formidable foe. So we're hoping to go 3 for 3 here today. And then coming up next week, again, the high-powered Triton Trojans at 21-1. TCJ going to bring it up, draws a crowd, pulls up in their face, and daggers it. 19 points now for TCJ, and back to a 16-point lead for the Cougars. Tough play. Oh, that's in it! And it's waved off. A wise call by the official, so.
Everybody clap your hands.
They're going to call offensive goaltending, so they're going to wave that bucket off. 8:45 to go in the ball game. Cougars lead 64-48. They've led wire to wire in this ball game against a very good Southeastern Iowa ball club. TCJ on the left side. Lets the three go. Got it! TCJ! We might have to keep his mom up here for the rest of the season. She's a huge good luck charm. TCJ with a big game here. Cougars lead now by 19. And a steal by Air Canada. TCJ will pick it up for him. Draws the double team over to Cyrus. Cyrus going to go to the hole. And they're going to call Ibrahim for a big foul. That's Ibrahim's, I believe, third. We'll see here, but Air Canada set to go to the line. It is the third on Ibrahim. Cyrus Noel going to go to the free throw line. Cougars have shot, or will shoot, 13 free throws on the evening after Cyrus shoots both of these. First one up and in. At the moment, the Cougars have made 7. So 7 of 12, the 13th one coming here in a second. 20-point lead for the Cougars, largest of the ball game here. Second free throw by Cyrus, around and out, tipped around. I thought the Cougars had it. Njai was in the vicinity, but under 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Again, Cougars by 20. Keep the pedal to the metal and get aggressive. Cougar defense is there. Inside, Ibrahim. And a reverse dunk. Wow. 10 points now for Ibrahim. Cut the lead to 18, but the time ticking away on the Blackhawks. Don't count them out yet, but they have a formidable foe in the time clock. TCJ forces that one and out of bounds off the Blackhawks. Ramin Hinton checks back in. Ramin had 15 points in less than 5 minutes to start the game last game. So I've said before, he's very streaky, and when he gets hot, look out. TCJ is on fire for the Cougars at the moment. Let's see if they look for him again. Believe they get it to Cyrus. TY for three. Around it in. Got it. Tyler Johnson, 13 points for him. And now the biggest lead of the night, 21 for the Cougars. The Blackhawks can't afford to match back at buckets with the Cougars. Down low, Ibrahim swatted away by the Cougars. TCJ, well, lobs to Njai. Oh, he couldn't throw it down. And out of bounds, off of a Blackhawk, but Omar Njai couldn't quite throw that one down. And the official will come in and correct that call, and it is going to be Blackhawk ball. 6:43 to go in the ballgame. Still 21-point lead for the Cougars. 71-50. Carroll will bring the ball up against Ramin. Looking for the screen. He'll kick it out. I believe that's Lewis. Easy play, no good, but Ramin there for rebound number 9. He's one rebound away from a double-double. He's got 15 points with the ball right now. 6:20 to go in the ball game. 21-point lead for the Cougars. TY Turnaround jumper, that's short, way short. The Blackhawks will control here. Pass way down low. Easy bucket, but he missed it. And Ramin has his, that counts for me as a rebound. That's his double-double. 15 points, 10 boards for Ramin. Again, I believe he was an honorable mention All-American last season. He's back for more for the Cougars. He could be the first ever Highland man to go back-to-back All-Americans. Inside, Ibrahim tries to force it down low. Carroll draws some contact, but he gets the bucket. Lead out, full court pressure now by the Blackhawks. Just token man pressure, give it to somebody, get out of the way, they can dribble. TY will get it to Troy Cole, and they're going to call timeout Highland. 5:39 left to go in the ball game. 19-point lead for your Highland Cougars. They lead 71-52. Want to watch the end of it? The only stream you can is right here on HMC. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. 5:39 left to go in the ball game. The Cougars have leaded, whatever you want to call it, wire to wire here. Getting a little excited here. This is a huge game for the Cougars. Coach Norman wanted a statement win. This would be one if they can get it here. They got 5:39 left to go. D2 looks like a zone. Troy Cole for three. Got it! TCJ! 25 points for him, and no better time to do it than right now with Mom in the crowd. 5:22 left to go. Cougar lead is 22. TCJ got the tie up, and it will go to the Cougars. 5:17 left to go in the ball game. 22-point lead for the Cougars. 74-52, full court pressure by the Blackhawks. Cyrus will get it. Cyrus not known for his dribbling, but he can handle the rock. TY up to Cyrus. Wide open under the hoop was TCJ, but they weren't ready for him. Tyler, TCJ's wide open on a steal by the Blackhawks. Here comes Carroll. Worked on by Troy Cole, and they're going to call a block on Troy Cole. That's debatable, but that's 4 on TCJ. Troy's got to be a little smarter than that. It's not, he wasn't there real early. He's kind of hoping on that call. We need his scoring more than we need to protect that that bucket. With the 22-point lead, TCJ picks up foul number 4. Free throw by Carroll, no good though. I don't keep the stats for the opposing team's free throws, but Mo Bucket's checking in for TCJ. Big hand for the crowd, and why not? Again, 25 points for TCJ. And he's doing it at a great time here against a big-name ball club. Second free throw up and in for Carroll. Lead cut down to 21. Full court pressure by the Blackhawks. Expect this the rest of the way. D2 has it. Now everyone just clears out of the way as D2 can dribble. TY now to Ramin. Up top, D2. Cougars don't have to score here. They can take their time, and I believe they're going to start milking some clock. Under 5 minutes, 4:44 to go in the ball game. Ramin feeling it. Got it! Ramin Hinton from downtown. 3-point bomb, and we have, what's our issue now? Not sure, but we got a substitution. Nonetheless here, 24-point lead for the Cougars off the 3-point bomb by Ramin Hinton. Jumper no good. Tyler Johnson with the board. Cougars rebounds are awesome this game. You can't complain. Tough play by D2. He got his own board. Going up, making some room, and got it! D2 with the board in the bucket. That's 14 points now for him. I don't know who we're going to have be the player of the ball game. The Cougars team has a huge victory coming here. D2 off the steal. Mo Buckets for 3, and that looks short. Oh, this place would have come unglued, but Mo Buckets deadly from the outside. He couldn't connect. 26-point lead now for the Cougars, leading wire to wire. Time running out on the Blackhawks. And they just threw it out of bounds. Gay is back in. The big man for the Blackhawks with 4 fouls. Gay only with 2 points on the evening. He averages 14 and 7. The foul trouble really wreaking havoc on his game tonight and maybe the Blackhawks. I've never liked the foul out rule ever. I think it's dumb. It gives the officials too much of an opinion on what has happened and can easily, like some TV shows have shown, if they want to change the game, they can. And Jai going inside with the hook and rounding out. I've always said make it like a technical. If you get a 5th foul and beyond, they can stay in the game. Just give the other team a free throw in the ball. Jumper down their offensive board. Gay finally for another jumper. Couldn't come up with it, and Jai will pull down his 4th rebound. Cougars well in control here, 26-point lead. Looking to add. That's way off to the right, though, for Hinton. 3:13 to go in the ball game. I don't think the Blackhawks can come back from 26 down in 3 minutes, but I certainly don't want to find out. Ramin Hinton, Air Canada, have a seat as TCJ checks back in along with Daniel Dang seeing his first minutes, the 6'10 freshman from the South Sudan. Let's see if Daniel can play some defense down low. He's matched up with Ibrahim. Inside, now Ibrahim has it. Thought he might have got away with a few walks. 3 ball on the way, no good. Big job by Njai with the board. He'll get it over, I believe that's T.Y. Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Not sure what the issue might be, the shot clock. But 2:59 to go in the ball game. Highland with a 26-point lead. Well in control. They've led wire to wire in the ball game. Is this a timeout, Sultan? I don't know if anybody took a timeout, but we might be fixing something. But nonetheless here, the Cougars lead 79-53. I felt they could beat this team, especially at home. And they're proving it tonight. Coach Norman, again, wanted the statement win. This is one if they can pull it off. They're well on their way. The clock is now off. We had some issues, obviously, with the game clock, which we've had over the years and years. So this is no shock. But I believe it was 3:13 left to go in the ball game. Cougars started to rest some of the starters and going into their bench, which is nice. But I believe right now, at the moment, the player of the game, TCJ, he's in the ball game. Again, his mom made the trip from Louisiana, I believe. And she's in the stands here tonight, and she couldn't have picked a better game to come see as her son's doing a number on the Blackhawks. 25 points, only 1 rebound, but that's all right. We'll take his scoring. Rebounding for the rest. Ramin Hinton, 10 boards. D2 with 3. Tyler Johnson has come up big as well. He's got 5 boards. Omar Njai down low with 5. And Air Canada, Cyrus Noel with 8. A great job by the Cougar defense rebounding. We'll mention that to Coach after the ball game. Again, we'll be joined by the head coach of the Highland Cougars, Mr. Luke Norman, when this game concludes, win or lose. Right now, the Cougars in the driver's seat. They lead 79-53, and it's 2:59 left to go, not 3:13. So under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. And T.Y. will control at the top. Let's see what the Cougars do. They can take some time on the clock. They don't have to score. T.Y. all the way to the rack. No good. Tipped around. Daniel Dang had it, and he does now. And he's manhandled. Perfect timing for that one. But I don't know what they called, whether it was a travel or a foul or I don't know what. But Shiesty's coming in. Alex Awfulish will check in, and TCJ has a seat. And everyone gives him a round of applause. And boy, he had one heck of a ball game tonight. He's limping a little bit, but 25 points here for TCJ. 2:40 left to go in the ball game. 79-53 Highland. Looking inside to Gay, back up top. 3 ball on the way, no good. Shiesty with the rebound. 2:25 to go. Pretty much all over but the shouting here. This is going to be a huge statement win, which is what Coach Norman wanted. The Cougars have been plagued by the injury bug right at the end of the first half. And they're getting better right at the right time. Nice pump fake by Njai. And no call on the swat, but Shiesty there to haul it back down. 3 ball on the way. Tyler couldn't come up with it, but it hits the rim, and the Cougars had it. But it's going to say black ball as it went off of Njai, according to the official. 1:58 to go in the ball game. But again, a statement win is what he wanted, and that's what he's going to get today here for Coach Norman. A huge win for the Cougars here. All over but the shouting. Another steal by Daniel Dang. I thought he was going to push it up to TY, who was streaking down the court. Again, 26-point lead for the Cougars with 1.5 to go. Mo Buckets up at the Shiesty now. Njai. Fancy dribbling by the big man. And we'll kick it out to Mo. Mo Buckets for 3. It's short. But with 1:20 to go in the ball game, the Cougars are happy with the lead they have. Franklin going to the rack, and he'll score. Just over a minute to go. Unless it's a murder, I don't expect too many fouls called here. Up to Mo. Mo will kick it over. Shiesty will go to the rack, and blocked by, I believe it was Lewis. Under a minute to go here. The Cougars are going to get that statement win here. And a layup up and in for Franklin. 79-57 Highland. Over to Mo Buckets. Back up. Cougars should waste some time here. They're going to have to take a shot. There'll be 20 seconds left on the shot clock if they run it down to 0. TY, most likely, in my opinion, to take it here. Maybe he'll penetrate and kick to Monum. Inside, Njai for the reverse layup, but there's Daniel Dang for the hook. Daniel Dang for the board and the bucket. The shot clock is off, and an 81-57 lead here for the Cougars against Southeastern Iowa. And that's about going to do it for the Cougars. They're going to dribble this one out. A huge victory for Highland here. They wanted the statement win, and they got it. 81-57 Highland. A huge job by TCJ and the Cougars. But Highland with the big victory. And again, they'll be facing the high-powered Triton Trojans here 1 week from tonight. So stick with us, everyone. We'll be back with some halftime stats. My Cougar of the ball game, and of course, the head coach of the Highland Cougars, Mr. Luke Norman. Stick with us, everyone.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Ow! Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey! Another one bites the dust. Rocks whirling down the street, pull way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of speed. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one down. Another one down. Another one bites the dust. Hey. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Welcome back, everyone. Final score, your Highland Cougars, the huge statement win, 81-57 over Southeastern Iowa. Scoring going as follows. Ramin Hinton, 18 points, 10 boards. D2, 14-3. Tyler Johnson, 13-5. Omar Njai, 4-5. Cyrus Noel, 5 points, 8 boards. Shiesty with 2 rebounds. Daniel Dang, 2 points and 2 boards. No question, though, my Cougar of the game, TCJ Troy Cole Jr. with 25 points and 1 rebound. Cougar of the game tonight. One heck of a victory for your Cougars here. Again, statement win. They needed one. They got one. They got 2 more coming to take. Next Saturday is Triton, but the next broadcast for HMC will be this upcoming Tuesday, I believe, will be the 6th. The ladies, February 6th, the ladies will take on Kishwaukee. Arrowhead matchup at 5 o'clock, so don't be afraid for that. Come back and see us here with King Arthur, the Salt and the Sound, and the marvelous one, Mark Masters. We'll be back in a minute with the head coach of the Highland Cougars, Mr. Luke Norman. Stick with us, everyone.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Ow! Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey! Another one bites the dust. He walks barely down the street with the big pool way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of speed. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. How do you think I'm gonna get along without you while you're gone? You took me for everything that I had and kicked me out of my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out of the doorway, the bullets razor to the sound of the beat. Look out! Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Hey! Oh, take it! Dust! Bite the dust! Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Ow! Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey! Another one bites the dust. Hey! Ooh, shout! There are plenty of ways that you can hurt a man and bring him to the ground. You can beat him, you can cheat him, you can treat him bad.
Welcome back, everyone. We're now joined with the head coach of the Highland Cougars, Mr. Luke Norman. Coach, I think it's obvious, but a big statement win. You wanted one, you got one.
Yeah, huge statement win. I mean, what was it, a 2 4-point game at halftime? We kind of just stuck to our game plan, and our guys followed the game plan perfectly. I think they scored, 59 points? I told them if we scored 65 or more, we'd win, and we scored a lot more than that.
A huge team win, in my opinion, 18-10, 14-3, 13-5. That's not even Troy Cole's 25 points.
Yeah.
So well played by every player on the team today.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting healthy, man. We're dangerous when we're healthy. I mean, we just haven't been healthy. We have 5 guys on the court sometimes that can all make shots, make plays. So I thought we really guarded, though. Really followed the game plan, and then just played with confidence and shot the lights out. Troy played amazing. His mom flew in from Louisiana, so for him to have 25 was awesome.
They had some big players. The bigs had 15 rebounds down low. I was very impressed with the defense and rebounding by the whole team, especially the bigs tonight.
Yeah, Omar brings a bunch of rebounds. Cyrus battled. T.Y. battled his butt off on rebound. I don't know how many rebounds did T.Y. have. You know?
I have him, I believe, at 5, but I'm sure I missed many.
I mean, it might have just been 5 big ones. Every time he got him, it seemed like he was jumping over the rim. So.
He was.
But, man, I'm just proud of him. I told him to go have fun tonight, and we're back to work Monday.
Great win. We'll see you next time.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Coach. That was Luke Norman, head coach of the Highland Cougars. Big statement win. He wanted it last game. He got it tonight in a big way as well. 81-57 over Southeastern Iowa. Again, running down the scoring. Ramin Hinton, 18 points and 10 boards. D2, 14-3. Tyler Johnson, 13-5. Troy Cole Jr., a huge game, 25-1. Omar Njai, 4-5. Cyrus Noel, 5-8. And Daniel Dang, 2-2. I believe the next game for the Cougars, at least here at home, will be 1 week from tonight. They'll be facing the high-powered Triton Trojans and Region 4 foe. They come into the matchup most likely 21-1. They will definitely have their hands full, but no different than the last time they played them. They can beat them as well. For the Salt and the Sound, Jim Yeager, King Arthur, this is the Marvelous One. Mark Masters saying good night, everyone. We'll see you on Tuesday for the ladies.